My enemies are many. My equals are none.
Welcome back to part 26 of my France Let's Play for Napoleon Total War with Darthmod. We continue where we left things off last time, and Massena is clearing away the remainder of the Austrian forces that were hanging around Prague after we shattered their forces there last episode. We're going to dive on in and fight it because I think the Order Resolve will royally screw us. In fact, let's do a for science check. What does the Order Resolve do? We lose 1,000 if we take the Order Resolve, so we will load it back up and fight it ourselves and do better than taking 1,000 casualties. Let's do it. In we go. Also, thanks to everyone for the comments, advice, tips, and tactics as per usual, and the name suggestions across the various episodes. I was looking for what the nickname of Massena was last time, and I got varying nicknames. It was something like, was he like the darling? Oh, here we go. Napoleon gave Massena the nickname L'Enfant Chéri de la Victoire, the dear child of victory, although I did see some different variations on that. Although he was made marshal in 1804, Massena had little respect for Napoleon's imperial regime. Oh dear. The dear child, or someone was like the ill-fated child of victory. Like, was it that victory was always like out of his reach, snatched from his grasp as such? Is that what it's trying to suggest? Don't quite know. Anyway, what a lovely rainy day. I think we've deposited English weather in game, or not usually typical English weather. We've got a lovely sunny day today. They do have... Oh, I thought they only had one cannon, but they've got two. But we should still be able to blast that into oblivion and then draw them down from their high ground to our position. I've already spotted where one of my cannons is going to be. I've sported the sport. I don't know what I'm trying to say there, or what accent I'm using, but we're going with it. It's been said now. Yeah, do that. We'll have a single unit in between. Oh yeah, these cannons did take a bit of a pounding last time, didn't they? So we are a wee bit light. Actually, yeah, we shouldn't bother with a unit there then, because that's going to be that hill in the way. Let's go like so. Right, we've got the Swiss Grenadiers. Yeah, some of these guys took a bit of a battering, I've just realised. Actually, you're going to need to be in two groups of two. Cavalry also took a bit of a battering. I'll just keep them all together, I think. Send them up the right. Chill back there. And then what have we got? Do we want a really solid Swiss center? Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. Just check their line of sight's good. Yep. Nice. And have you two through there with the Portuguese Legion. Over here. I'm not going to put them in light infantry spacing because it seems to bug them out and they don't fire as much then. Have you two through that little gap. And then you guys support the right flank. Nice. Good.
When you outnumber the enemy.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Artillery should automatically try and pick off the enemy artillery. Move my... Oh, that's a lovely hill there. Go take that. Yes, please. Oh, cannon shot landed already. Knocking out one of their guns immediately. Here we go. Beautiful. Okay, they've lost a cannon on each one. That's good. Certainly drawing the Austrian forces forward. And they're actually bunching up. They're kind of sending their main strength towards our center right now, which is fine because that's where I've got my strongest troops. Swiss Grenadiers. Aston Villa forever. I just saw your follow age then. 9 years. Damn. Absolute legend. God, wow. You've been following me since you've been one of my OG followers then. I actually looked to see when did I actually make partner on Twitch, and it'll be my 10-year anniversary of being a Twitch partner this the 17th of April this year. Mad. Hold the high ground. Harass them. It's looking good. I want to move in and knock out their cannon with my cavalry, which is what we'll do now. What we're going to start doing is switch everybody to canister. I didn't use barrage. Should have done that early on. But yeah, do that. Everyone's canister, and then they'll just shoot them as they get closer. That's fine. Before those guys start going for me. Move around to the flanks. In you go. Moving you away so you're not caught in the crossfire. That will inevitably occur, moving the missile cav in. Right, take out the cannons. Send them in. Lovely. Right, barrage.
A glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
There we go. Cannons are gone. Get up round behind them. Rallying a little bit over here. I'm thinking about trying to reform, but it's not going to work for them. Rest of the lines got them well covered. Beautiful. Enemy general is Dune. They've already retreated once, so I shouldn't need to run them all down after this. Like, if they go, they go. Or rather, once they go, once they've broken, that's it. We'll see. Munch, 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 munch. Actually, just form the cavalry over here, and they should be able to fire down on them from the high ground. That's a wonderful position. They're going to be firing on these guys, though, aren't they? Send them charging in. They'll both split and go each side of the mountain. That's pretty cool. Quite satisfying. I'm actually going to pull you guys back now. Unlimber you, or rather limber you back up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. A glorious charge to win us the day. The other unit comes screaming across the fields. They are out of here. Job done. Boom. 106 loss. So, yeah, we lost 10% what the auto resolve would have done. And the lovely sound bug. Let's move away from there. And back in again. And it's gone. Right, Massena, can you make it back? You can't. So there is a teeny tiny chance that Saxony might press the attack. Secure it before we get in there. That would cut off my ability to replenish. Although, can these guys march over? They can. Perfect. Oh, no. Who can't move? Who's slowing me down? That unit. That one unit. Okay, select everybody. Deselect that one. Send you guys all across to hold Prague. And then march you guys to follow on. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We're going to move you next turn. I think that was the last thing we need to do. One of you were saying be wary of the Saxony army that apparently is southeast of Kessel. So down here in the woods. With that being the case, we've got plenty of forces here. So I will send... Yeah, you guys... I don't know why that audio bug always happens. Every so often on the map, you just have to scroll away and come back. Yeah, take all of you guys out. Down you go. And put one unit in there to help hold. Oh yeah, we wanted to do a naval battle actually, didn't we? Might try and do that today then. If we can. You guys are ready to go here. Was I going to press the attack on that? Because if so, that's what we'll be doing. Most likely for the rest of the episode. We're going to see if we were going to trigger them as we advance. Which, yeah, Murat with his new force. Plenty of cavalry. Yeah, we've got 12 gold left. I was like, have we got much to spend? No, we have 12 gold. Our income is looking pretty good, though. Nearly 30k a turn. Happy days. Yeah, everything's set how we need it to be. We could continue sending troops over to Budapest. 3 more units. I mean, you got 2 units of militia in there as well. But now we've got a solid fortress on our right flank. I might actually build the small star fort there. I was going to build it at the Zagreb as well to, again, hold that line. Probably say do the same thing at Moravia as well. Then we can strike the underbelly. So, yeah, we need to march with you guys. Didn't actually mean to attack the trade route, but let's just do that. See if we can wiggle on in. Okay, so what we should be able to do, hit the settlement with you, and then knock away that army separately. Yeah, you're going to run, aren't you? You're going to run. I can probably still move that and then come back. So in we go. Oh, we're getting all the audio bugs today. In we go. We've got a unit of Jaegers. Loads of line infantry. No cannon, though. Let's do it. This is a terrible looking deployment based on the terrain. Although maybe we can sit up on this mound here. And along there. Ooh, okay, no, I'll take it back. That's a lovely artillery mound to have. If I could just squeeze the artillery a little bit further over to hold that at the start.
Damn this weather,
That'd be
sir.
cracking.
Wet powder makes misfires a certainty.
We'll have artillery there. It's not super important that we start with all artillery deployed because they don't have any of themselves. That's fine. So that one will be sat there. Control that whole anchor point on the right. We'll probably have some units down to the right as well to draw them in. Then we want, following that line, down to this dip, but that's fine. Artillery there. In fact, I'd be tempted to actually make it a double battery in the center. But there's that mound there, which doesn't really give us much play. I have one there, and that really knocks out our opportunity here with the woods. Although we could have one like at the edge of... We could have one here, actually. Edge of the forest, just firing away. Move you forward a smidge. It's fairly clear and open as well. A line along there. Yeah, it'll work. It's not pretty, but it'll do. We're going to need to separate this. The problem, we don't have a lot of infantry with this force. It's all about our cavalry, but that's okay. We've hopefully got enough just to support our artillery here. Yeah, you should be able to go there. You guys should be able to go over here. It's not the best position for you. Could you go around? Could you go around that a little bit? Could we have you over like so? Have you guys to about there if the cannon sits right on the edge. Because then this one can go right up to there. The cannon can sit snugly in formation there, and you guys can cover across here. Nice. The formation ain't pretty, but it don't need to be. Just needs to do plenty of damage. In fact, yeah, we're going to have you moving out to the right a little bit because we want these guys set at maximum width as well. It's not going to quite fit in there. Why? Awkward terrain. Okay, that means my cavalry will put all the dragoons then down on the right here. As the battle begins, we'll have the heavy cavalry reserve going off to the left. Murat will hold high ground in the center. And then we'll have the lancers in two groups over on the left as well. Unconventional force, this one, but the aim is to try and have as much like variety and fun with these armies as we can, kind of reflecting the individual talents and skills of the marshals commanding the forces. Send them out that way. Send this artillery out a smidge. Pretty sure you guys can still spread a little bit. Oh no, you can't. You're actually at maximum width, so we go to about there. Set the cavalry off on the left. That's going to be perfect. Perfect, lovely high ground position. Enemy lancers incoming.
A glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Thought they might do that. Pull the cannon crew back. They're going to get shredded by the square. Already broken. Right, cannon crew can get back on. Move the cavalry up on that side. Back into line. Back on. Straight to square. Square. Straight to canister shot, rather. I know what I'm talking about. Completely. Over there. Go. Yeah, unfortunately, this being the kind of the most fun position that we've set up because we've got that lovely high ground, is also probably where the enemy's least gonna press the attack, which is a shame. Save the cannon.
Sir, our general is under attack.
He's all right. Hold fire. Throwing everything they've got at us. In the fields of Mecklenburg, their armies did crash into Murat's Imperial cavalry and get smashed. Go. Break him. Oh, that was a full-on charge, yeah. That's going to yield some pretty devastating results. Peel the other two groups of cavalry around. Okay, you actually strike that one because you're lined up better for it. And you strike that one. Pinned at the front. Charge from behind. And that's the way the Mecklenburg cookie crumbles. How's our cavalry doing? All right for now. Ooh, you guys are getting canistered across the field. They form square. Go. All the dragoons from the right on over.
Our men are running, sir.
We broke. Out these guys couldn't quite hold it together. Sent the heavy reserve off to the right. Broken that one. Just as they do. In come the Lancers. Should finish the rest of them. Well done. You held it just long enough for me to do what I need to do. Rest of the cannons stop firing. Just strike these from behind. General somehow I'm managing to avoid my dragoons. Not for much longer. The remaining troops in here. Here we go. Here's the heavy reserve. Lovely. Broken. They've already retreated, so again, once they all break, that should be good night. Which I'm pretty sure has just happened. Huzzah. Job done. Heroic victory.
Victoire!
We lost 603. 2,797 remaining. Not bad at all. Well done to my French-Polish Legion Lancers. They did great. Oh, they still do survive a little bit. Okay, interesting. Can you now take that with an auto-resolve? Or should I really fight it? I mean, it still says it's in my favor, right? I just don't want the Prussians pressing the attack. I also don't want to leave this army just wandering around. Although it should get destroyed, actually. Right, when we take Mecklenburg. In which case, let's just bring this army back. And see what that does. Yeah, let's take the auto-resolve. 1,890 versus 5k. It could be worse. We could liberate, but we ain't going to do that. We're going to be peacefully occupying. That army's now gone. Boom. Nation destroyed. You guys actually lost a unit. Unless you were missing one before. No, you lost a unit. The cavalry just clung on. Or did we advance you without a unit of something? I'm going to give you that infantry unit because we've got militia on the recruit over there. So that'll get you back up to full strength. Huzzah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, you're okay. You're set back up with that. That's fine. I think that's all we can do now for our turn. We've got some buildings we need to rebuild, which is good. Oh yeah, my spy. Quite a few of you pointed out that my spy didn't get deleted when we took Prague, so that's good to know. So yeah, I'm going to take you out now because we don't need vision over there. I'm going to pop you into Warsaw so I can establish a spy network there. We've got one obviously in Berlin as well, but we'll just keep pushing these guys further east so we can see what's coming, if anything. Right, let's end the turn. Ottoman Empire. I actually panicked for a minute thinking that this was a declaration of war. It's not, it's trade. In which case, I will delightfully accept. I mean, not that I'm terrified of the Ottomans in this. We could easily crush them, but I've got other plans for my armies right now. Thanks, Leia.
Building farms here will help the population to grow over time and produce trade income.
Wonderful. Let's upgrade both of those. In fact, let's upgrade all. I was hesitant upgrading those because they're on my front line, but still. Where have they... Now, the Prussians moving here. Where have they destroyed my mines? I should have looked at that before I just dismissed it. Let's just repair all these bits. Where were those? Ah, here. No, that's being repaired. There's the market. I didn't see where Saxony went if they did move with an army. So that was Massena's old army. We just kind of flipped between the two, haven't we? Could make a push on Dresden. The problem is, yeah, I want to go kick out this navy, but I can't move my militia in the same turn. That cannon and the rest of the troops will just come and break me. But I want to destroy some Prussian ships. I might just have to do it with an army, which is going to be close-ish by soon. But let's just see. If I drop them right by it, I don't know if I'll get like a teeny tiny inch of movement that I can use to kick them out. No, if I drop the unit, I can't drop them there because that unit's holding the region under its control. You'd love it if the unit could then jump on off. Oh, here we go. Hey, nice. It does work. Boom. We can have ourselves a naval battle. Oh, no, not until next turn. Nuts. They're going to get knocked out. That used up all my movement. Can you guys move individually? No. I think because I could probably bring them in as reinforcements. Ah, nuts. Just being Prussianed. Right. Yeah, Bernadotte, you're not in friendly territory. Prussian army has come to die. Napoleon, would you like to see them off? And we can march. We can press the attack on Berlin, actually, with that one gone. Which means Massena can march on Saxony. And you guys can move up on Silesia. We're going to have a few battles we need to fight. I mean, I could auto-resolve these. They are in my favor, but I think we should fight them just because otherwise we're going to be taking some pretty significant casualties, which will just slow our advance down. And we want to keep swiping through the Prussian forces. Let's get more infantry from here. Definitely get that in there. Get some militia going. Improve our markets, gold mines, all the industry of war. Right, can we form up a fresh army with the troops that we've got? We'll be going over there. Okay. Right, Massena. With that artillery, and then these three, so you've got 4 total. Cavalry. Yeah, it's probably our weak point at this moment. But if we take those, that gives us 3 solid ones. And then if we merge those 2, and you've got another one, it's looking pretty good. Then it's all the infantry. We want the Swiss Grenadiers, because they're pretty tough. And then, yeah, we'll take all of you guys. Oh, too many. There we go. And then that unit can come across to Prague. Massena can march on Dresden. We don't need to worry about that Saxony army over there causing trouble. So You're pushing towards Berlin. Got to clear a path to it, which will be Napoleon pressing the attack shortly. Let's just get the rest of our spending going. That'll do for now. We've got a few forces in reserve there. We've got the Gardes de Paris in place. London's fine. And what are we with our conscript? Oh, whoa. We need to get that going. My bad. My bad. No. Yeah, get that military academy going because that will allow us to get more generals and also unlock more troops for us. Lovely. Have we got anything spare for research? No, everyone is doing something, which actually I think those are the only remaining researches left that we can do until we've got other bits upgraded. So yeah, we do need to get things upgraded. Otherwise, we're going to have some free space. But once we get all the technology done, we'll switch them all to, I guess, the secret societies for more spies, which is good. Get another road in there. Lovely. Right, we will open next episode with Napoleon's army striking this army of Prussia. What we'll try and do as well is we'll end things here so that we can pop in some names to the new troops that we've added into Napoleon's army. So they can all be named ready for a clash with the Prussians next time. So until then, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Take care. And ciao for now.